All right, so we're going to go right into this. No cut, no nothing. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Kevin Feige and Bob Iger and how they are not coming to terms with how they want to deal with the X-Men. Disney versus Marvel, and it's getting pretty sticky. Let's get right into it. So we're going to get right into it, but first off, I have to tell you guys, with this weekend being Memorial Weekend, we have to go into a huge sale that's going on. So if you guys don't know, you should know by now, right here and right here, the microphone, I'm sponsored by HyperX. They are a partner of the channel, and essentially it's DGen Weekend is officially on Memorial Day sale. Is running through May 31st, so you got one whole week. Right now is the time to buy 10% off with the code GeekyCast at checkout, and also you get an additional discount pretty much right now. Really cheap for this microphone. Honestly, I wouldn't promote something that I don't use, and I use both of these, and pretty much it's $81 with free shipping when it's normally $140. And honestly, that's a pretty good deal because this microphone, really good deal, like I just said. But anyways, let's get right into it. Check them out. Use code GeekyCast at checkout and help me out, help you out, get a good microphone or headphones, whatever you'd like. So as I said, we're getting right into it. Essentially, this comes from my homies over at Culture Base. They are not the first person to report it, but they are the best source if you're looking for comic news. They are really quick on the trigger. Anyways, Marvel and Disney are reportedly having a conflict on the new X-Men movie releasing after Avengers Secret War. Minor spoilers, so read at your own discretion. Kevin Feige wanted a more grounded X-Men story with a plot that really focused on social issues and disagreements about what it means to be a mutant. A powerful and dramatic movie that showed what the X-Men were all about, and with the Brotherhood of Mutants as the villains. But that's not what Bob Iger and Disney want, and guess what? They're the big dogs. Aware of the poor performance of more restrained movies, especially the disappointing box office results like Captain America Brave New World and the Thunderbolts, the X-Men script has been requested to focus on a great event movie to get a wider audience attention. Is the new X-Men movie from the MCU in trouble? Now, we need to talk about that because I think there's a lot to go over. So my boy Josh at Den of Nerds also talked about this today, or I believe yesterday, and actually makes a lot of sense. We need big films, at least until the MCU is actually back to where it needs to be. I mean, yes, we can have grounded films where we could have, like, introducing Magneto, having them being the villains and whatnot, and building up to Apocalypse, just kind of like how we built up to Thanos and whatnot. But at the same time, the thing is this: is the core audience still there? I mean, Thunderbolts is being arguably loved by everybody at an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes and being the highest rated movie in Phase 5 right now on Rotten Tomatoes, but at the same time, it's technically a dud for Disney. And whether or not you want to believe it, it's the truth. Also want to say that, just because, maybe they're not A-listers, maybe people want Captain America, maybe people want Iron Man. Yes, the X-Men does have a bigger pool, but at the same time, I think we're going to need those Robert Downey Jr.'s, those Chris Evans, those Chris Hemsworth, all those other people, those Hugh Jackmans, the Ryan Reynolds. We're going to need those people in the X-Men, especially if they're trying to cast new people who are nobodies. It's not going to have the same pull. It doesn't really matter what the name is. You could have Wolverine with a nobody. You could have Cyclops with a nobody. And it's not going to make the numbers that it would make after the current cast right now. Because let's be 100% real. With the delay of Doomsday and Secret Wars, they are going to pull in a lot more characters. And it's the better chance of them doing really well in those two films and making those $1 billion that they need. But at the same time, once again, is the MCU still there? Now, people will say, oh, well, because of cameos and because of nostalgia, it doesn't matter. If it's not going to make it, it's not going to make it. You brought in Harrison Ford in Brave New World, and you brought in the Red Hulk, and it flopped. You brought in the Sentry, and it flopped. You brought back Bucky, who technically you could argue is an A-lister, and it flopped. A fan-loved character from Phase 4 and Phase 5 in Yelena flopped. So really, the big issue is it smart to go the smaller, grounded route and build out all these characters? Depends on the characters we're talking about, because I feel like Kevin Feige wants to build up characters that nobody really cares about. Like, the general audience doesn't care about Kitty Pryde. The general audience doesn't care about Iceman or Colossus movie, along those lines. They want Storm. They want Wolverine, Gambit. They want the X-Men 97 group. And honestly, Bo DeMeo had the best route for it. He made it seem perfect. It is still one of the highest rated things on Disney Plus, and it's great for what it is because he wanted people that worked on comics and he wanted people that knew the lore to do the films. And I understand they're Kevin Feige's baby, but at the same time, Kevin Feige honestly might just want to write the plan up here and have everybody else who's actual comic book writers and lovers do the filming and whatnot. Honestly, like, I don't think the Russos can save it either, but that's just my 2 cents. And, you know, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys didn't know, the big news today, I know Twitter or X has been weird still, but Hugh Jackman was recently seen on the set of Avengers Doomsday. I believe it was last week, and Domino actually was seen today, apparently, coming from Unbox PhD, which also means Deadpool was there as well, if Wolverine more than likely was there. You guys got to remember the timeline, where the Marvels and where Deadpool and Wolverine takes place in between this, where they could be, and why would they be at the X Mansion. As always, let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget, we have that memorial sale. Honestly, just trying to help you out. I know a lot of people want to be streamers. A lot of people want to be YouTubers. A lot of people want to have really good voice commentary. Check it out. It's not that bad. Under $100 with free shipping. It's a good deal for me. It's a good deal for you. Code the GeekyCast at checkout. Have a great rest of your day and have a great weekend.